Let us now move on to the next chapter, biomolecules. Living systems are made up of a large number of complex biomolecules like carbohydrates, proteins, nucleic acids, lipids, etc. Let us now first discuss about carbohydrates. Proteins and carbohydrates are the essential constituents of food. Carbohydrates are produced by plants. Some of the carbohydrates are cane sugar, glucose, starch, etc. Earlier, carbohydrates were represented by the general formula CxH2O Y times. So, if we take for example glucose, that is C6H12O6, it can be written as C6H2O 6 times. Therefore, glucose, a carbohydrate, fits into the formula CxH2O Y times. But now consider another compound, that is CH3COOH, that is acetic acid. We know that it is not a carbohydrate, but it fits into the formula CxH2O times, since CH3COOH can be written as C2H2O twice. Compounds like acetic acid also fits into the formula CxH2O times. This formula cannot be considered as the general formula to represent a carbohydrate. So how can we define carbohydrates? Carbohydrates are defined as optically active polyhydroxyaldehydes or ketones or compounds which produce such units upon hydrolysis. For example, consider glucose and fructose. These are optically active compounds. Now consider glucose. How many hydroxyl groups are present? 5 OH groups are present. Therefore, glucose is a polyhydroxy compound. Now, which functional group is present in glucose? It is aldehyde group CHO which is present in glucose. Now, consider fructose. It contains 3, 4, 5. 5 OH groups are present in fructose. And the functional group present is a ketonic group. So, we can define carbohydrates as optically active polyhydroxyaldehydes or ketones or the compounds which produce such units upon hydrolysis. Carbohydrates which are sweet in taste are called sugars, and common sugar is sucrose, whereas milk contains lactose. Carbohydrates are also known as saccharides. Let us now discuss about the classification of carbohydrates on the basis of hydrolysis. There are 3 main types of carbohydrates: monosaccharides, oligosaccharides and polysaccharides. What are monosaccharides? These are carbohydrates which cannot be further hydrolyzed into simpler units of polyhydroxyaldehyde or ketone. Glucose and fructose are examples. Now consider oligosaccharides. These are carbohydrates which give 2 to 10 units of monosaccharides upon hydrolysis. Oligosaccharides may be further classified into disaccharides, trisaccharides, tetrasaccharides, etc. Sucrose is a disaccharide because sucrose on hydrolysis gives 2 monosaccharides, glucose and fructose. Now consider polysaccharides. These are carbohydrates which give a large number of monosaccharide units upon hydrolysis. Starch, cellulose, glycogen are all polysaccharides. Polysaccharides are not sweet, so they are called as non-sugars. There is another classification of carbohydrates. They may be classified into 2 types: reducing sugar and non-reducing sugar. Now, what is meant by reducing sugar? A carbohydrate is called as a reducing sugar if it can reduce Fehling solution and Tollens reagent. Now, if a carbohydrate cannot reduce Fehling solution and Tollens reagent, it is known as a non-reducing sugar. So, these are the 2 types: reducing sugar and non-reducing sugar. Glucose is a reducing sugar, whereas starch is a non-reducing sugar. Monosaccharides can also be classified on the basis of the number of carbon atoms present and the functional group present in them. Let us now first consider the classification of monosaccharides on the basis of the number of carbon atoms. On the basis of number of carbon atoms, the monosaccharides are named as triose, tetrose, pentose, hexose and so on. Triose shows the presence of 3 carbon atoms, tetrose shows the presence of 4 carbon atoms and so on. Now consider the next classification, which is based on the functional group present. Monosaccharides are of 2 types, aldose and ketose. If an aldehydic functional group is present, then the monosaccharide is named as aldose. If ketonic functional group is present in the monosaccharide, it is named as ketose. Glucose is aldose, whereas fructose is ketose, because glucose contains the functional group aldehydic group. Therefore, it is known as aldose, whereas fructose contains ketonic functional group. Therefore, fructose is ketose. Let us now study in detail about glucose. The molecular formula of glucose is C6H12O6. The formula can be written as CHO, CHOH 4 times CH2OH. So from the formula it is clear that the functional group present in glucose is an aldehydic group CHO. 6 carbon atoms are present in glucose. Therefore, glucose can be considered as an aldohexose. It is also known as dextrose. Glucose is the monomer of starch cellulose. It is also the most abundant organic compound. Let us now discuss about the methods of preparation of glucose. Glucose can be prepared by the hydrolysis of sucrose or cane sugar. Sucrose is C12H22O11. Hydrolysis can be carried out in the presence of dilute HCl. Thus, sucrose upon hydrolysis gives glucose and fructose. Now, let us consider the next method of preparation. Starch can be used to prepare glucose. It is by the hydrolysis of starch that we get glucose. Here again, the hydrolysis can be carried out in the presence of acid like dilute HCl. Starch is C6H10O5 N times. So, starch on hydrolysis gives glucose C6H12O6. So, these are the 2 methods of preparation of glucose.